Welcome back to another video. All right, so we'll be doing. It's been a while I posted on the channel. All right, I'll try and be consistent. All right, so we'll be doing our weekly bias today. So let's get right into it. So start with V75. Let's start with. Let me just use a chart that I have not analyzed already because I've already analyzed all of these already. Like these are already analyzed pairs. All right, so let's do V75. V75. Let's see what we have. All right, so V75. I have I have this bias. I can see my yeah, I can see my order block and I can see my liquidity. I can't use here or here as liquidity for this order block because it is too far away from the order block. All right, it is too far away. So this is the closest liquidity that has an order block above it. So right, that's what I'm using here as my POI. I'm expecting price to come all the way up. Expecting price to come all the way up and then sell down to here. All right, so for now I have a sell on V75. So I'll just have to wait for price to come into this zone and then sell off. But let's see if we can find something like a trade, a setup that we can take in the meantime that will help us buy up to that zone. Right. So all right, so I can see one here, which is fast approaching already. Why I'm doing this easily is because I've been practicing and then I've already done my bias already, even before making this video. All right, so I'm expecting price to come here, buy up here. I say will be here. Out of fact, I'm not even expecting price to do this, come all the way. All right, so this is what I have for V75. Let's go to 75S. As you all know already, I use my daily time frame for my buyers. All right, that's the best time frame to use for your buyers. All right, so I can see I have this. I can see this order block. I can see my liquidity. So I'm expecting price to. This is the buyers I have, and I also have like another buyers below here. Also have another buyers somewhere around. I also have another buyers here. I should have another one here. Yeah. So if this does not hold, we go to the next one. But this should hold. All right. So this should hold. So for now, I have a buy for V75S, and I won't really be selling yet. The only time I'm going to be selling is if price takes out this low, this support level. The price takes it out. Yeah, and then close below it. Then I can start selling into this zone. All right, so let's go to 25. 25, 25. What do we have? V25. I can't really see anything on V25. Okay, I can see this. Each price has tapped into. All right, so for V25, I have this for V25. So below here. And price is moving already. All right, let's go to 25S. All right, so what do we have here? What can we see? What can we see? What can we see? Okay, I had this. So first of all, I had these buyers. I had this sell, right? I had this sell. That was my order block and my liquidity. So I was expecting price to do this. Yeah, I was expecting price to give me this. But we can see what happened. Price came really close and then started selling off. Price came really very close and then it just started selling without tapping into our PY. All right, and it has been breaking multiples. It has been doing series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. So I have this other POI here. This POI. That's why I have my TP here. And I have my liquidity here. I have my liquidity here. Right? So this is what I have for this pay. I also have other POIs here, just in case this does not hold. All right. All right, let's go to V10. What do we have on V10? What do we have on V10? All right, I can see this. I can see this. See this. So I have a sell on V10, but price has been selling. V10 is very bearish. All right. So I'll just have to wait for price to start buying back up so I can start taking buys into the zone. All right. Let's go to V10S. 10S. All right, I can see this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I see this. No, liquidity. Supposed to target this high, but if you guys can see Yes, this zone, there's like a sell here. There's like a sell bias that might not hold, right? This is the other block, this liquidity. So price might want to, but price might want to respect it, do you get? But so if you're going to be taking a buy after price has given you a confirmation and then you start buying, watch out for this zone. Watch out for this zone. Very important, just in case. Watch out for this zone. Because we have another block, we have liquidity here. Price might just come here and then keep selling. All right. So let's go to 50. What do we have on V50? Okay, I have this. I can see my other block there. I can see my liquidity. So I'm expecting this to happen. But I can't start buying right now. I have to wait for like a break of structure to the upside so I can start taking buys to come up here. All right, let's go to 50S. 50S, 50S. What do we have? Okay, I can see this. See this. I can see my liquidity here. You can see price is moving already. Price is moving already. All right, so next one is C100, B100. Well, let's see 90, 90S. Let's see what price has for us. We can see this is we can see why price sold from here. We had this other block, liquidity or users of liquidity price came, took it out, and then see price has not really given us no buyers right now. Price has not really given us this. I have nothing for this for the V90S. All right, let's see V100. V100, what do we have? All right, V100, I can see, let's see something. See this for V100. You guys might be wondering, how am I able to analyze this fast? It's because I've been practicing. So once I open my chart, I know what I'm looking for. Once I open the chart, I know what I'm looking for, and few minutes I'm out of there. I don't have to be watching my setup. All right, so this is what I have for V100. Let's see 100S. 100S. Let's see what we have here. All right. For V100S, what do we have? What can I see? What can I see? What can I see? I'm seeing. Okay, perfect. I can see this. So I have my liquidity over here. All right, so guys, can see this is a really long buy, which is already playing out. A really long buy. We have all the way to here because we have this other block here. We have this other block and we have liquidity here. So I'll just be buying. I'll be taking my buys just to this zone. Then from here, I look out for myself. You guys can see this is really simple. Let's check drum 10. All right, drum 10, what do we have? What do we have for drum 10? All right, so I can see something. So price came from here. Price came from here. Now I hope you guys can see why price came from here. Price came all the way from here and stopped here. This is where my TP was because there's an order block here and there is liquidity. So that's why we have this sell that's currently happening from that zone. That's why we have this. So I will sell just to this zone because there's an order block here and there's liquidity. You have to trade smart. All right. So you can see how it's so simple. All right. Let's see the side John 25. All right, so John 25, why is it buying from here? But we can see what happened, where price is coming from. Price is coming from this other block. Other block, liquidity. That's why we have this sell that is happening right now. Right? So let's see. I can see something down here, but let's verify whether price, okay, price also tested it. I saw okay, I can see something here, but it might not hold. It might not hold. I can see this liquidity. It might hold, and also it might not hold. But right now, price has given us a confirmation to actually start buying. Price has actually given us a confirmation for us to start buying. If you don't know what the confirmation is, look, just go on my channel. I have every single thing that you need is there. All right, I don't know what happened, but yeah, that was it for. So I have a buy on John 25. Yes, John 25. All right, let's see. John 15. John 15. I don't really have much. I think I had something like this. I had something like this. But liquidity is too far away from it, so I really don't have anything. We'll just see whether this will play out. But for me, I don't think this is valid. Um, 75. For 75, Trump 75. All right, for Trump 75, I have this. Let me see what's happening here. All right, so I have this first buyers here. So I'm expecting to take a sell. It's then for the last one, Jam 100. For Jam 100, I don't have anything. I don't think I have any, I think the only thing I should have is this. Unless price gives us something to work with, which it might be this. So for a buy, I have this for a buy. I have this other block here, and I have my liquidity here. Expecting price to buy all the way up. So usually, but this is only going to be this is only going to be valid if price takes out this high, or this one takes it out and then comes back to um to retest this other block. So we have to wait for price to take out this high first. If price does start reversing, then this is not the setup is not valid, basically. So after there, where is my next other block? My next other block is this one here. So I might be buying all the way up. All the way up. Just be looking for only buys. And then when price gets here, start looking for sales. So wheresoever there was a POI, because price right now, price hasn't really given us any POI to work with. But before price buys up to this zone, price must have given us a POI to work with. All right, so this is all I have for this is all I have for you guys. All right, so you already know what to do. Please help me subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, please. Drop a comment, whatsoever video you want to see. Drop a comment, and I will try and make those videos for you guys. Also, like, share my channel with your friends. Let them also come and learn. There's a lot of free stuff here. You watching my videos already and actually putting them into practice, it can be profitable, because this is basically almost all the things I use to actually trade. All right, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one.